Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, KUGAN CASSIUS, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
We are live here at the waiting for Anthony Joshua versus Robert Helenius. Delighted to be joined by my very good friend Simon Jordan. How are you, Simon?
Oh look, it's the in-house PR department of Matchroom.
Excuse me?
Well,
Excuse me?
Nice to see you.
You look well, Simon.
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Before I ask anything, how is your health currently, Simon?
Good, thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay, we're at the weigh-in here. Have you had another spat with Hearn today?
Oh, not really. I mean, Eddie wanted to revisit old ground and wanted to turn it into another argument because ultimately it gives him good views and he gets validated, apparently in the back of black cabs. So important for him. I think that the inferiority complex is important for Eddie to work on. But notwithstanding it, he was very good, promoted his fight very well, and it's always a pleasure to see him.
Your opinion, I know you don't care what people think, but public perception of how your TalkSport interview, which went viral from the other day, who won that battle?
Well, I didn't know it was a competition. I think that I made a mistake in praising Eddie for cancelling the fight on the wrong day, and him being very clever turned that into the central theme of the argument, rather than let's worry about bigger things like the manner in which you operate in the sport, the manner in which you've tried to make fights that possibly shouldn't be being made, the manner in which you didn't cancel fights when you should have done. Those sort of conversations I think are grown up. Not if I'm a disc jockey, not if his daddy had a business and he inherited it. Those are not grown up conversations, they're redirects. The sport deserves a little better than that, and if it turns into a bun fight because people personally disagree, you know, this myth, and it is a myth, that I dislike Eddie. I dislike some of the things he does, but I admire a lot of the things he does as well. And I think the challenge is to keep the subject honest. If the subject's about drug taking in sport, whether I speak to Robert Smith or whether I'm a disc jockey, the highest paid disc jockey I know, is kind of irrelevant. And it's that low-level conversation that I don't enjoy being part of, and Eddie's a master of.
Simon, what do you think about, obviously, the much publicised comments regarding yourself about a biasness towards Anthony Joshua and kind of a pro-Tyson Fury Queensberry stance that's being portrayed, and it was highlighted again in that interview with Eddie Hearn?
I think that there's observations and criticism comes as an opinion. The bottom line is that there's no bias. You know, do I warm personally slightly more to Frank Warren and Ben Shalom? Yeah, because they don't have silly comments about how much money I may or may not have lost and what colour my hair was. They're grown-ups. But do I feel that there's a bias from Spencer or Adam Cattrall or Gareth Davis or myself? Of course I don't. There's critical evaluation. And grown-ups, real grown-ups, can understand that.
Okay, I think you're just about to go live. It's great to see you, Simon, as always, and we'll catch up again soon.
Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much. Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, KUGAN CASSIUS, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.